You were so great in Wolf of Wall Street. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You really are, because it's part of your character in the film, but then I come backstage to talk to you, you really are the Italian gal from Jersey, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're Italian. We're more than just Italian, but we did have the Italian last name.
Right,
We're sort of Olive Garden Italian.
You said,
I stole that from a friend.
That's okay.
Stole
It works.
Yeah.
Now, I really loved your look in the film
Thank
because it's a
you.
bit of a throwback to, what are we talking about? It's early 90s.
Early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah, I think we have a photo here, and it's, and did you like that look when you showed up and they put you in that wardrobe?
Well, that one in particular, I remember wearing it in my trailer and being like, oh my God, looking good. And then I got out there and saw how sexy everyone else was dressed, and I was like, oh, I look crazy. But I thought that I was like really working it.
Right.
But
well,
no.
I disagree. I thought you looked amazing.
Well, thank you.
You had a great scene. It was very memorable where you are just slapping the stuffing out of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
You guys are married.
Yeah.
You catch him cheating.
Yep.
And you're in front of, is it the Trump Tower?
The Trump Towers,
Trump
yep.
Tower in New York. And you were just slapping and slapping and slapping. It looks like you're really wailing away on Leo. And, oh, you're really hitting him?
Oh, yeah.
You don't hold back at all. It's not fake hitting.
No, he was like, I really want you to hit me. And so I did for hours.
Yeah. Now, how many takes did they do? They did multiple takes?
Like 30?
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And he was like all shaky.
And I would think that, I mean, is it barricaded off or are crowds standing around?
No,
Like,
there's photographers there, and that was very new for me.
Paparazzi?
Yeah. I've been paparazzi'd once in my life, but they thought I was someone else. And I was...
Really?
Yeah.
So you were like, where were you?
I was on the set of 30 Rock, and I had this big blonde wig, and I was getting out of this Escalade, and there were all these paparazzi, and they just rushed at me, and they were clicking and clicking and clicking. At the same time, they all lowered their cameras, and they were like, she's no one. This is nobody.
Right.
We don't need to, we can go.
Yeah.
And then they all slowly walked away while I stood there.
That's a nice feeling,
It was
isn't
good, it was positive.
I had a paparazzi, when I first got on television years and years ago, I remembered a paparazzi yelling at me, Conan, 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 and I turned to him like he wants my photo, and I was blocking his shot of Jason Priestley from 90210.
Oh.
He said, you're blocking my shot of Jason Priestley! Get your fat head out of the way! Wow. So the paparazzi were there and they were taking pictures of you, basically just hitting Leo.
Over and over, but that's the other confusing thing, is you're like, well, we're just gonna do the same thing for 8 hours. Like, surely you must have your shot, you must have many cats to go home to.
Right.
Like, numerous internet searches to conduct.
I think they're hoping something crazy happens. That's what they're doing. They're thinking maybe something, a supermodel's gonna fall on Leo while you're there. You know what I mean? Something nuts is gonna happen.
You should be so lucky.
They don't want to leave and not get that photo. That's probably
Donald Trump showed up. Is he here?
You just ruined his alibi for that night.
Yeah, I mean, that was like something that was out of the blue.
Yeah, well, he's got his big name in front of his big tower.
Yeah, and he showed up. I believe he had a Trump hat, too.
No, that's his hair.
Ching.
Thank you. My drummer refuses to do those for me, so it's nice of you to do it. How are you adjusting you've got this great part in How I Met Your Mother, and so you're living in LA now.
Yeah.
Is this a tough adjustment? Because you're
a New Yorker.
You're so New York, you know? What's it like here in LA for you?
It's been hard to get used to the driving. I was almost arrested the first night I was here because they thought I was drunk.
They thought you were drunk?
Yeah, but I just have a drunk personality. It turns out.
What do you mean? Like, they pulled you over?
They pulled me over. I failed every sobriety test.
Right.
I failed the pupil test. There's a pupil test they give you, but my pupils in their resting state look like someone who's twice over the legal limit.
You're kidding?
No. And then,
had you been drinking at all?
Not at all.
You had nothing to drink.
Nothing to drink.
So what do you mean when they asked you to walk a straight line or say the alphabet backwards?
Well, they ask you to do such ridiculous, hilarious things so I couldn't stop laughing. And they said that they're like, do the alphabet backwards, but like slowly touch your nose while you're doing it, which I couldn't do sober. I couldn't do that for you now.
Right.
And they also have you bend over and then count to 30 and then like whip your head back on 30.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very funny.
So you were just laughing. They see your eyeballs and they're like, this girl's drunk, but they give you a breathalyzer and...
Passed it. They got me another one. They thought it was broken. Yeah. They were like, no.
There's no way.
No way. This girl is wasted.